Hello, this is another tape, and this one is about strategic thinking. Now let's say these words again, strategic thinking. And if you recall, we are thinking about it fresh, not according to what we think strategic thinking is. So let me give you a very important fact about strategic thinking. Thinking is conscious, strategic is futuristic. When you put the two together, you get the words thinking about the future. And inside that, we've got planning for the future. So when you strategically think, you make the move in your mind, in your head, forward before you do the actions. And your advantage over the competition is to be able to do it well. Now, I teach many seminars on strategic thinking, and they're extremely challenging because the word strategic is not well understood. Strategic is when you position yourself for a move and you've done most of the work in your mind. You're aware of what's going to happen. You're aware of possible consequences. You're aware what you will do. You accomplish 75% awareness with a good strategic thinking process. You cannot do more than 75 because the future will always find something new to show you, and you've got to be ready for that. That's part of strategic thinking too. So when you talk about strategic thinking, you've got to be alert, aware, active, alarmed, and alive. Those are the 5 A's. You can hear them again when you listen to the tape again. Very important. And as the letter A is the first letter, you've got to be occupied with fundamentals. What comes first? I'm going to give you a formula for excellent strategic thinking process. It's simple yet profound. It's called the FED. Facts is for the F, E stands for evaluation, and D stands for decision making. And imagine a triangle. The bottom of the triangle, you fill up with the facts associated with what it is that you're planning for. You gather all the facts you can. In the middle is where you evaluate things, the middle of the triangle. You do all sorts of evaluations, such as the pros and the cons, consequences. I teach an extensive tool called the map of consequences in my seminars. It'd be far too long to do it here. But consequences essentially is to imagine you're doing something and thinking what consequences it would lead to. And you do it in 3 levels at least. If I do that, it will lead to this, it will lead to that. Negative, positive, you evaluate what possible effect it will have. And then you come to the decision-making level. Now, if you've gathered enough facts and have done enough evaluation, your decision-making will be much safer, because decision-making will be the result of the processes done before. Many times, people make decisions based on the past. They don't think now. They don't think, evaluate again. And they find themselves making decisions that worked once, but they don't work today. Very important to take into account. So when you think strategic thinking, think I'm thinking about the future. I've got to gather my facts anew, like I've never seen them before. I've got to evaluate it. Think what might work. Think the consequences. Pros, cons. And then I'm only moving towards a decision making. And even then, I ask everybody around me what they think. I do a think tank. Now, these are long-term decisions. Don't make long-term decisions alone. As a leader, gather people, ask them what they think. I know of a leader who, before making a decision, went around and asked randomly people what they would do if they were him. And he would get a myriad of answers. Because a leader that doesn't consult with people is based in their ego, because they think they're the only one who knows. Don't be that kind of a leader, because your decisions affects not just you, they affect the whole of the organization. And in a correct process of a decision making, and this is an added thing, in strategic thinking, you can build an excellent team around you because you consult with them. That would be part of the evaluation process. And then they will see that they are part of the decision making of the organization, and the CEO, the leader, was interested in their views. Do you know what you accomplished with that? I'll let you think about that, because in many organizations that just doesn't happen. And then they wonder why their productivity is so low and why their turnover of employees is so high. So in that strategic thinking, I'm giving you a few things. Gather the facts, evaluate, not alone, and make safe decisions. This is strategic thinking in leadership. Eli signing off.